This episode is brought to you by Dave, a banking app that's leveling the financial playing field. Because when you download Dave, you could get up to $500 in 5 minutes or less. No credit check, no late fees. It's part of Dave's Extra Cash account. Advance the money you need with no interest and then settle up later. Download Dave today at dave.com/Spotify. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Eligibility criteria and instant transfer fees apply. Banking services provided by Evolve, member FDIC.
If you've been feeling overwhelmed with anxiety lately, try listening to a guided meditation on the Meditation for Anxiety podcast. Meditation is a proven, natural way to help you calm down and dissolve stress so you can feel lighter and happier. So subscribe for free today to the Meditation for Anxiety podcast by searching for Meditation for Anxiety on your favorite podcast player.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily, episode 1843, The Deliciousness of Dealing with a Negative Person, by Babauta of Zen Habits.net. Hello, everybody. I'm Greg Audino, your host and narrator, back with you once again to read from an article that can help you improve your relationships. Thank you so much for showing up and choosing your relationships today. Now, this post will speak to all of us as it offers a really great guide for dealing with negative people. We've all been there. We will all be there again. So let's see what we can do about it as we optimize your life. The Deliciousness of Dealing with a Negative Person, by Babauta of ZenHabits.net. Quote, "It's delightful. It's delicious. It's delovely." That's by Cole Porter. We've all felt the frustration of having someone in our lives who seems constantly negative. Complaining, getting offended by small things, angry, pessimistic. This can be very difficult, draining us of energy and turning our minds to negativity as well. One solution that many recommend is to cut these people out of your life. And yes, if they are harming you or you just cannot get to a healthy mental place with them in your life, then cutting them out of your life can be a step toward healing yourself. But there's another way to consider as well. Especially if you're in a place where you can focus on growing yourself beyond your old patterns that might not be serving you. And that's learning to find the deliciousness in this negative person. Let me explain. Here's this person who is complaining, negative, critical, and they're in your life. Perhaps they're a loved one and you care about them. In truth, this person is hurting. And you know what it's like to hurt like this, because you're hurting right now in very much the same way. When this person is critical of you, you feel the stress and pain of that criticism. You might not realize it, but you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't be frustrated or irritated with them for being a negative person. You are reacting to them in the same way they're reacting to you, with negativity. You're both feeling similar pain and both reacting out of old patterns of criticism, complaining, anger, frustration. So you see how their negativity affects you, and you know you don't want to do the same to others. You see that this negativity festers in them and makes them unhappy. You see how painful that must be, and you don't want that for yourself. And so the change must start with you, right now. If you don't want to be negative like that, then start right now. Can you be loving and positive towards this person who is negative in your life? A practice for negative people. Here is how you might work with the energy of a negative person. Number 1. See this person's pain with compassion. If the person is being negative, it's because they're feeling stress, pain, unhappiness, insecurity, uncertainty. You certainly know what it's like to feel these things. In fact, you might be feeling some of them right now. See the negativity as an old habit that's masking their pain. See if you can feel compassion for that pain, which you've also experienced. Number 2, see that they have an old pattern that is unhelpful. Their pattern, when they feel this pain, is to lash out, complain, criticize, stew in negativity. At some point, that might have helped them get through difficult times, but it's not serving them anymore. You can see, with compassion, that they are stuck in this old pattern, and recognize that you, just like everyone else, also have old, unhelpful patterns that are tough to get rid of. In this way, the two of you are connected. Number 3, feel love for them. If this person is a loved one, it's especially helpful to practice pouring your love out to them, even if you say nothing. Just feeling it in your heart is enough. They might feel the love, But they might not. Even then, it transforms you. You then shift how you are towards them, coming from a place of love. If this person is not a loved one, but a colleague or even a person you don't know well, can you open your heart to feeling love for others who are not close to you? This might be a heart-opening shift for most people, well worth the discomfort of stretching into something new. Number 4, see the beauty in them and love that as well. They have negativity, pain, old patterns, but they also have a beautiful heart and lots of amazing qualities that can get obscured by the negativity. See this beauty, behold their hurting heart, and have your breath taken away by this human being in front of you. And number 5, see the deliciousness in their negative energy. When someone's being negative, there is an energy that's pouring out of them and into you. It can be an energy that we don't like, but it doesn't have to be. We can open up to this energy and savor its taste, learning to appreciate its little nuances. We can find the deliciousness in it, dropping our old characterization of this energy and seeing it afresh. It's just an experience. Just like it's an experience to feel the sensation of basking in the sun, feeling a breeze on your skin, submerging into a warm bath. Relish this experience, and you'll be open to a much wider range of experiences than ever before. It's a very transformative practice that will shift your relationship to others. And when someone gives you a negative energy, you can delight in the opportunity this gives you to practice. Very important caveats. With all that said, there are some important counterpoints to remember. It is absolutely okay to set boundaries. If you need to protect yourself from getting hurt, or you need some time away from this person, or need some time alone, speak up for your boundaries. It's okay to not let yourself be abused or hurt. Protect yourself. It is only from this place of being protected and having boundaries that we can do this work. You can also gift them with honesty. If the other person is being overly negative, critical, playing the victim, it's one thing to practice seeing the beauty in all of that, but once you do, you can come from a place of love when you share with them the impact of their negativity on you, on others, and on them. It's a good practice to share this kind of honesty so that you're not holding back from others, and they can benefit from seeing how they're impacting others. It doesn't have to be done in a negative, critical, angry way, but can be from a place of compassion and non-judgment. And you can do the same kind of work for yourself. When you see your own pain, your own negativity, feel love for yourself and see the deliciousness in your own energy. And finally, it's okay to not practice this perfectly. You might not always find their negative energy delicious. You might not always find compassion for them. That's okay. See if you can find glimpses of compassion, flashes of love, nibbles of deliciousness. Practice in whatever capacity you can and see what happens. Are you open to this kind of practice? What would it be like for you to open to the deliciousness of every kind of energy? You just listened to the post titled, The Deliciousness of Dealing with a Negative Person by Babauta of ZenHabits.net.
This episode is brought to you by Dave, a banking app that's leveling the financial playing field. Because when you download Dave, you could get up to $500 in 5 minutes or less. No credit check, no late fees. It's part of Dave's Extra Cash account. Advance the money you need with no interest and then settle up later. Download Dave today at dave.com/Spotify. For terms and conditions, go to dave.com/legal. Eligibility criteria and instant transfer fees apply. Banking services provided by Evolve, member FDIC.
Now, it's no secret that we are all busy these days, and sometimes we find ourselves with a bit too much on our plates. Well, luckily, one of our new sponsors is here to help you save time and in a healthy way. Introducing HelloFresh, America's #1 meal kit. With HelloFresh, you get farm-fresh ingredients and seasonal recipes delivered right to your doorstep. You can skip trips to the grocery store and instead count on HelloFresh to make home cooking easy, fun, and affordable. And HelloFresh Market makes summer entertaining a cinch. Make your home the hangout place this summer with crowd-pleasing favorites like a backyard bratwurst bar or maybe a tangy key lime pie. Their fast and fresh recipes are ready in just 15 minutes or less. Plus, HelloFresh is 25% cheaper than takeout. And my favorite part would have to be that HelloFresh is actually an environmentally friendly choice too. They provide pre-portioned ingredients, which really helps to cut down on food waste. So, Go to hellofresh.com/optimal50 and use code optimal50 for 50% off plus free shipping. Go to hellofresh.com/optimal50 and use code optimal50, that's 50, for 50% off plus free shipping. And thanks to Leo for this one. Such a great post for helping us to cultivate a sense of openness and understanding toward people, which to me is, really the crux of what good relationships are all about, which is what we're here to talk about and to build. He spoke a bit about how we might identify with negative people by remembering that we have our own destructive patterns at play. I really loved that idea because I think this sense of togetherness and finding a bond is so crucial to helping us get back on a level playing field with people. So I might suggest taking this a step further and actually try to remember a time in which you would say that you were behaving negatively, stuck in a pattern that was clearly having an adverse effect on you and your relationships. Think back to what type of treatment you would have wanted to receive in that time. What type of treatment might have saved you in that time? What your own inner commentary was like. Maybe your own desires for forgiveness, whether or not you ever received it. This type of introspection can further bind us with people who are going through the same thing, but in the now. So think about what type of person you would have wanted or needed in your own tough time, and ask how you can be that person for anyone you know who's sort of possessed by negativity right now. But I'll leave it there for today, everyone. Thanks as always for coming and showing your support. It really means a lot, and it goes a long way for keeping the show going. Great job showing up and doing right by your relationships today. And I hope to see you back here doing the same thing tomorrow, where your optimal life awaits.